Alright lads, how's it going? It's a big old beast, 7" by 48 gauge. It's a KO Pilon. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but who knows. It's got a Habano wrapper, so it's darker shades. It's not the darkest, it's the medium one, the middle one out of the three. Maduro the darkest, Habano, and then obviously the Connecticut, the light one, which I mainly smoke, I must admit. This came from, I think Nusa got me this when he went away in Spain. It's very nice, so I've had it for a few months and here we go. Smooth. I would have thought I would say it's a medium strength. There's a load of information on the band. If you're into your info, it says wrapper Habano, from Ecuador. The binder, which is the leaves under the outside wrapper, which is Nicaraguan, and then the filler, the main stuff in the middle, is also from Nicaragua. I've had one of these before, and I've had a couple of these. This make, I don't know how you say that, C-A-O-K-K-O. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? They're not an expensive cigar, I don't think. I know you can buy this brand in this country, but I don't know anything about prices, lads. I think I've only ever bought one. The other ones I've puffed is when people have got me some stuff from when they've been abroad. It's alright. It's 2 degrees today, and it's going to remain 2 degrees all day, so I'm not lying, I'm at home. I went out to darts last night and it was -1 at 6:45. I came home, I wasn't late, I was home by about 10, and it was 4 degrees plus. So I thought, oh, good. So when I got in, I looked on the app and it said all day today was going to be 1, but now this morning it's 2. And I've just been round the shop for Mrs. T, and the van is saying 2 degrees. It's very chilly. And if you've got any wind around you today, good luck. But I didn't bother going in today. I had a lay-in, which was wonderful. 10 to 8, I got up. I've been dossing around the house, not doing a lot. It's now very close to 11 bells, and I'm having a mid-morning one. But I expect a lot of you guys are doing a lot. If you can hear that tweeting, I don't know if you pick it up on the video. Out on those trees, there's poplar trees out there. There's a row of them, big tall things, about 80, 90 foot. And get a lot of starlings in the winter. They sit in there, make a lot of noise, and then all of a sudden they just all fly off and it goes totally silent. It's incredible. Then they'll be back a bit later. They do it off and on all day long. So this is one of the noisy periods. Plus Mrs. T's got the dryer going on, so I do apologise about background noise, but I don't suppose you boys really care. So if you find one of these on your travels, lads, or on the internet, this one's definitely worth a go, mate. The Habano. The leaf, remember, the outer leaf. Very nice. Being the 7" Churchill, the size is a Churchill because the great man himself used to smoke la-di-das this big. Wasn't this brand though. I think he liked Romeo and Juliet was his favourite brand. Romeo Julieta, whatever it is. But this is a Churchill, so this is a big cigar. This would do you an hour. If you was quite a slow smoker, probably an hour and 20, hour and a half. So if you was on a summer's evening with your favourite drink, sat down in the sun, the going down sun or whatever, I think it'd be a marvellous smoke. We're sat here in 2 degrees with the garage door open because I forgot to bring the closer with me. Takes a little off it, I suppose. But the main thing is you're just taking time out in the day to do nothing, aren't you? Well, I am. I think a lot of us do that puff the cigars. You know, my time, if that makes sense. Private joke, sorry. Yeah. So it's Wednesday. Tomorrow looking better. -3 in the morning, but the sun's coming out. And my man has bought me Hessian, allegedly. So I will be going in, I'll be laying on that back wall for a few hours in the sun. Now one of you guys contacted me saying he put 2 layers of Hessian and winter mix in it and the frost still got it. And I wrote back to him, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. I wrote back to him, we put 3 layers on. We don't, that's a lie. We put 4. You've got to really layer it up, lads. 1 or 2 layers are not going to do it when it goes down to -3, 4. If it's 0, 1 or 2 layers are going to do it. But if it's really cold, you've got to have 4 layers on there. And if you haven't got that, at least on the top put some insulation and then put the Hessian over that. That's my advice. It's nothing worse. We've all had it, haven't we, that have been doing it a while. You think, oh, I'll get away with that. Next minute, you notice it's flaking. We did a house last year, me and Nuss, and I was so anal with the covering up. And the Nusser didn't cover, I didn't realise he'd done it, over the top of the front door to the house of all places. He didn't cover it properly. And lo and behold, we got a few patches of flake and it all had to be cut out, and unfortunately. Luckily, when we cut it out, it was hard behind when we got round to doing it, so it was okay. But I also know someone 2 or 3 days ago, he built part of his boundary wall on his own house. He went away for a few days. The frost got in there and he took the whole thing down. He said to me it wasn't worth reporting, it was, so it will get it. And you've got to realise, you younger ones, ice appears in water, obviously. So anything that's got water in it will freeze. So don't forget to cover your water butts. Insulate your hoses, drain your hose out at night, that's the best thing. If you've got a scaffold, go up the scaffold with it, drape it round, let both ends run out. Cover your water butts with Hessian, cover your sand with Hessian and also plastic over the top of that. That's my advice. Do what you like with that info. But you've got to cover everything, you can't forget anything. You don't want to be using water out of water butts that's got ice in it. Some guys put the frostproof, the Fed mix, don't they, in the water. We have done, but someone got a bit carried away the last time, and the pug was just so sticky. Got to be careful how much you put in here. Anyway, guys, I've been going on for 9 and a bit minutes. Another one that I recommend. Whoever invests in this one, I promise you'll thoroughly enjoy it. All right, guys, stay warm. I'll see you tomorrow on the building site. Pug out.